Ahoy me hearties, welcome back to another episode of The Good Pirate. I hope you're into boat jobs because, well, we have a boatload. Some of them nice and easy, others not so much.
Oh no, what has someone done?
What is that? During some treasure hunting, I find something I've never found before.
You are not going to believe what I have just found. Someone's not going to be having a very good day.
And after a lot of hard work, we finally leave the marina.
Bye, Mackay Marina. Onwards to adventure.
And an adventure is definitely what we get. We find an absolute stunning place where, you guessed it, we have more boat jobs and a little bit of fun. Alright me hearties, welcome back to another episode of The Good Pirate. So I have bought myself a little present. Well, in reality, I bought this Sheila a present. I bought 3 new boat hatches. I have 6 boat hatches on the boat. They all used to leak. About 3 or 4 months ago, I replaced 3 of them because that's all I could afford at the time. And after a little bit of saving, I managed to buy myself 3 more hatches, which means I can replace them all now and I'll have no more leaky hatches, which I'm very excited for. Right, so let's fill you guys in on what's been happening lately. So we are currently in a marina where we've been for the last 2 weeks because I've just been storing the boat here while I've actually been up in Cairns at my mother's 60th birthday, which we all had an absolute fantastic time at. Let's get on. But now we are back on the boat and we are fully back into boat jobs. Oh yeah, look at that. I've already put the shade sail up because it is starting to get very sunny. So this is what the old hatch looks like. As you can see, it's well aged. It is a very old style of hatch and it leaks and it's just basically well past its repair date. So luckily we're going to replace it. So yeah, this is what the old one looks like. And over here is the new one. The ones I replaced last time was the one at the front and the 2 at the top. This time we're replacing the bathroom one and both of the bedroom ones. That one there and that one over there. Alright, now for the tricky part, which is actually getting this off, because I'm pretty sure it's got double-sided black tape on it, so it's very, very stuck down. Nothing that a chisel and a hammer can't fix though. There we go. And the old one is off. We are now on to the noisy part of the job. So I've already traced the corners of how much I'm going to have to cut out using the router and nothing. Now we just get to it. Alright, one corner done now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more to go. Okay, so I've just finished sanding all the hatches, so I'm now going to mix some resin to put on all the exposed bits. Lucy has also arrived back at the boat. She brought some much needed caffeine. Yeah, so I'm going to quickly mix all this resin together and slap that on so it can start to dry, and maybe we'll get to painting later this afternoon. While the glue is all drying, I'm on to my next job, and that is putting these sewn curtain things that Lucy sewed up for me, thank you very much, on these bits right here. So, I'm not gonna lie, I've already done half of it, so this side is already done and it looks really, really fantastic. So I'll show you what we're doing. So at the moment, I'm just putting these little clips on down here. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish puncturing all these little clips down, and then we're gonna screw it onto over there. Sorry, not screw it on, we're gonna screw on the other half of these little clips. So it's pretty easy. You get these two little clips, you feed one through the little hole, put it on the other side, get this little snippy device, and you get your big boy hammer, and I like to do 3 whacks. 1, 2, 3. Boom, done. All right, now we're just gonna do that 4 more times, and then we can start marking out the position where we're gonna screw on the other half. Now, not all the markings have to be exact. They can be a little rough. It's just sort of there to give me sort of a rough guideline on where I need to screw everything in. So when I'm going to screw these down, I actually mark it just a couple mils away from the center, just so when I actually clip it on, it's nice and tight and doesn't sag as much. All right. Nice. Looking good, looking good. Let's now do the exact same thing on all the corners. Boom. Clean. All done. Now we just gotta do this one here, and we'll have nice blackout covers. Woo! All the glue has gone off, so it's all nice and hard around here now. So we can get the sander, clean everything up, and then we can start with the primer paint. Alright, the paint is ready to go. I probably should have got a finer brush, but this one will do the job just fine. Right, let's paint these hatch holes. Holy hatch. Hatches, holes where the hatches go. Alright, painting is all done. Now we're just going to take off the tape, which is probably the most satisfying part of this entire job. Alright, it's starting to get pretty late. We only got a couple more hours until the sun's gone, so luckily the paint's gone off and we can now fit the hatches. The sun is literally just about to leave us and the hatches are officially done. Look at that. They look really, really nice. It's been it hasn't been a very long time yet. I have had leaky hatches since I bought the boat, and now no more leaky hatches. I'll see you guys in the morning for more boat jobs. Tomorrow's gonna be our last day in the marina, so there might be a fair bit to get ready, but we'll get there and then we'll start making our way out to sea. I am so keen to get back out there. So many big plans, so many big adventures coming up, so you're gonna want to stick around. What's this? Good morning, we are on our final day in the marina. We're actually on our way to go get some brekkie. We're gonna get some land food for the last time for probably, I don't know, like maybe 2 months or so. Alright, first job of the day is going to refuel up the fuel tanks. So I've got about a 200 litre fuel tank on board the boat, but for the last month and a half we've only used 20 litres of a diesel, which is awesome. I mean, that's one of the huge benefits of having a sailboat for sure. I was originally just going to motor over to the fuel station, but in reality I don't really need to get that much fuel. So I'm just gonna walk over and then walk the fuel tanks back to the boat. I found myself a little trolley to put the fuel tanks on. Should make taking them to and from the boat a whole lot easier. Let's put in the digits. Alright, well that was nice and easy. We got full tanks. Now back to the boat. Now on the boat, the next job I have to do. I seem to have an oil leak somewhere in the engine room, so I'm going to fiddle around with that and see what's going on. So I'll see you guys back at the boat. Okay, some of you guys are going to find this absolutely hilarious. So I'm in the engine room and I'm trying to find out where my oil leak was coming from. Long story short, it was coming from my oil filter. The cap just wasn't screwed tightly enough down. And then out of curiosity, you guys are gonna find this so funny. Out of curiosity, I decided to see what the oil filter looked like, just because I'll probably need to replace it down the line. And have a look at this. Oh, just before I get it out, I've drained some of the oil out, so that's why it's not super full of oil at the moment. Anyway, have a look at this. That there is a roll of toilet paper. I'm not even kidding. So then I was like, oh no, what has someone done? Because I haven't changed the oil filter since, you know, buying the boat, which I probably should have, but I just didn't. So then I decided to Google it to see if that's even actual thing. And they said, yes, you can use a roll of toilet paper in your Jackmaster oil filter. This is a temporary solution, not as effective as the design filter for this, but you can use toilet paper as a oil filter, which is something that I had no idea. I'm sure some of you guys didn't know either, so there you go. Ideally I would like to get the proper oil filter, but it is the weekend and we have to leave tomorrow and none of the chandleries are open, so I'm honestly just going to replace it with another roll of toilet paper. But I've never seen anything like that. I'd love to know if you guys have ever seen this either. I don't know if this is a common thing, but yeah, super funny. So I'm gonna get another roll of toilet paper and replace it. Make sure that's all tightly screwed down. All right, that's all nice and tight. I'm gonna top it up with some more oil, clean everything up, and probably go and do the exact same thing to the other side, because I guarantee the other side's gonna have toilet paper as well. Yeah. All right, so we've just finished a whole lot of boat jobs, and Lucy needs to go into town to get some jobs done. So while she's doing that, I'm gonna go for a treasure hunt. All right, before we continue with this episode, we need to talk about today's video paid partner, and that is BetterHelp. You know, being out here on the ocean is one of the best feelings in the world. The peace, the freedom, the adventure, but it also gives you a lot of time to think, and sometimes those thoughts can get pretty heavy. Personally, I've had moments where it sort of feels like I've just gotten lost in my own brain. And as a guy, it's easy to just push everything down and say I'm fine, but in reality, we all need someone to talk to every now and then, especially when life
life can feel a little stormy, and that is where BetterHelp comes in. Now, BetterHelp lets you connect to a credentialed therapist right from your phone, no matter where you are. Even if you're anchored off in some remote island, you can chat, call, or have a video session completely online. And it's even flexible to fit into your schedule. So even if you're sailing through calm seas or rough waters, it helps knowing that someone's there in your corner. If you've been thinking about giving therapy a try, make sure you head over to betterhelp.com/thegoodpirate and you'll even get 10% off your first month. It might just help you navigate life that little bit smoother. All right, guys, it's back to the episode. All right, it's looking like a very, very pretty beach here. Not a lot of people on it though. So hopefully we still find something. Oh no. Someone is not going to be very happy. We'll go give it over to the lifeguards. Hey mate, someone's not going to be having a very good day. Someone's lost their car keys.
Oh, righto.
So we're going to bring that over here. Alright, you are not going to believe what I have just found. Have a look at this. That's right, I found nothing. I'm pretty surprised that I haven't found anything yet, like not even trash. Obviously this section definitely gets metal detected because there's no way that I wouldn't even find trash. Today's just one of those days where no treasure will be found. Unfortunately, these days are common.
So after the very disappointing treasure hunt, I met up with Lucy and we went to the grocery store to start provisioning for the boat. As much as we do like living off the ocean, there's a lot that the ocean does not provide. So yes, my Reese's chocolate bars are mandatory. After getting back to the boat, we unloaded everything and then we enjoyed our last night on the marina before we continue our adventure out to sea.
Engines are on, the sun is out. We are ready to make our way out to sea. Perfect. So you can really feel the growth on the bottom of the boat because we are going, I swear, like 2 knots slower than normal. Bye-bye, Mackay Marina. Onwards to adventure. I'm so excited to get back out there. Woo! Hello, 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 hello. Got all the sails up and we are cruising along. We're doing about 9 knots. Lucy's already starting to feel seasick. We should get there around, what time did it say? Maybe 6 o'clock. Usually I'd really like to put up the drone right now and film us flying along, but we got 20 plus knots blowing. I'm not putting up the drone, so enjoy the 360 footage. Okay, so we have basically arrived, so we are now going to bring the sails down and find a nice place to anchor. Yay for us, we need. Alright, we have arrived. Just on sunset. How good. Good morning, legends. So we've actually just made our way to a very dodgy, very beautiful anchorage. We literally have reef right next to us. We have a beautiful beach right on the other side. There's no other boats here. It is such a beautiful location. The reason it's fairly dodgy, well, no one else has ever really anchored here before because it's so close to the reef and the beach. But after checking all the charts and looking at the wind for the next couple of days, I feel like it's going to be pretty safe here. So I'm really excited to explore this place. I mean, there's just so much we can do here that you just have no idea where to start. I guess we'll start with coffee. So within the time of making myself a cup of coffee, the sun has decided to come out. And I've figured out what our first job of the day is going to be. It's going to be scrubbing the bottom of the boat. We're going to get rid of these barnacles. Just look how horrendous they are. See all there? That's all sharp barnacles. I actually think it's worse on the other side, so I'll show you that side. Look at that. And clean. Woo. Tell you what, that is the most barnacles I've ever seen under this boat. Woo. That was a lot of work. So when I was flying the drone before, on the opposite side of that mountain right there, there is a massive sand dune. So I was thinking I'd get the soft top surfboard, go over there and see if we can do some dune surfing. I haven't done that in a very long time. So we'll get the board, we'll hop in the high field and we'll dinghy our way over, have a bit of fun. So I'm looking at the sand dune now and it is so much steeper than I thought it was gonna be. So steep. The drone made it look so much smaller. Hey, you excited to go down?
No.
Just look at that. I don't know how big it looks on the GoPro, but I'm telling you, that is huge. It does look like there's a fridge esky or something up there, which will probably be a better thing to use because this section here might actually break the surfboard. So we'll see how steep it is. So this was already up here and I think I'll try using this because this is less likely to break when I make it all the way down. It is so big, look at that. Spectacular view though. If I pick it up like this. Wait, what? This is a lot slower. Oh, pick it up pace. Pick it up pace. Well, that's a lot slower than I thought. Alright, now I'm going to try the surfboard.
Oh shit.
So my plan with the surfboard is I'm actually going to bail just before I get here, just so I don't break the actual board. picks up so much more speed. Alright, let's try that again. It goes so fast. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm covered in sand. That went so much faster than I thought it was gonna go. Covered in sand. Right, it's now Lucy's turn.
Oh my God. Here we go. Wait, here we go. I fell off the thing. Yay! Whee! Definitely a little underwhelming going super slow down the hill.
Come on. Okay, this one is a lot slower. There we go. Now we'll pick up speed. Not gonna steer it. All the way to the bottom. Oh, tell you what, that was actually super exhausting. Yeah! You sure you don't want to go on the surfboard?
No.
Too fast for you? Yeah. Nice. I need to go back to the boat for a swim. So we're just getting ready to go to the beach. Right there, Lucy's pouring us some drinks. How's your week been so far?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, really good. We've had a fun week this week.
Yeah, it's been good. They got this really cool, like, little sand, duney, rocky mountain thing that we want to go explore. So we'll see what it looks like when we get in there. That there is a beautiful boat. This spot looks like it's straight out of Mars. How cool does that look? Really cool. Now that there is a view. Wow. How's that for a view? Now, I just wanted to say a very special thank you to everyone that's been watching my videos and liking it lately. It really is changing the world for me, and I can't thank you guys enough. And if you haven't already, please give us a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. We have so many more adventures coming up, and I'll see you guys again here next week on The Good Pirate.